Hey guys and gals, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net here with another one of my video podcasts. I probably look a little worse for wear this time around because it is the end of New York Comic-Con, so I've just spent 4 days at the Javits Convention Center in New York City, browsing, going to panels, and playing video games and whatnot. The place is an absolute zoo. The press pass gets me in all 4 days, so Thursday it's like a 3-hour preview, so that was fine. That wasn't too crowded, but it was still pretty crowded. Friday, still a weekday, but the 3-day pass people are there, and so that was moderately crowded. Saturday was the absolutely insane day. And then Sunday I just went for like a few hours in the afternoon. I was not going to do another all day. I'm exhausted, and I can't walk around anymore. My feet, you understand, I'm old. But it cracks me up because I walk in the door, and I am assaulted by the Capcom booth and the Square Enix booth, and I'm like, where are the comics? You have to get past all the video game booths to get to comic companies like Dark Horse or DC or Marvel. And I'm just like, eh. But on the plus side, it does allow me the press pass, and I did get to play some games. I got to play Arkham City. I got to interview the sound designer for the game, as well as the voice of Batman himself, Kevin Conroy. And you can look for those interviews up on the site at some point later, as well as an article with my hands-on impressions on Arkham City, which comes out very shortly. And then the next day I got to see some Capcom games, but they weren't showing anything that I hadn't already seen before, so I basically made a point of getting some hands-on time with games that I had only seen and hadn't actually played, such as Dragon's Dogma, which looks gorgeous, and then Asura's Wrath, which is just insane. And if you know anything about the game, you know what I'm talking about. It is crazy. You fight a villain that you knock into space, and then he becomes bigger than the planet and tries to crush you with his finger. And it's epic insanity. It's kind of awesome. I also had the pleasure of making the acquaintance of the fine fellows at Geeks Out, who had a lovely booth next to DC. Hey girl! They're super nice guys, and they're familiar with GayGamer.net, and I know they hold a lot of events. They hold gatherings for gay geeks in New York City, and I know some friends who go to them frequently. I've yet to been able to schedule one that is on a night when I can go, but you know, I will attend a Geeks Out event at some point soon. And then I also did a whole lot of browsing of comics because there are plenty of dollar bins. There were 50-cent bins at one dealer's booth, but they were mostly crap, like modern crap. Because this is what I'm after. This stuff here, right? It smells so good. Trag, the thing that stalks the subways. Young Love, 20 Miles to Heartbreak, amazing Alex Toth art. Girls Love, Get Out and Never Come Back. Don't Leave Me Again. A little contradictory there. And then, of course, there are some superhero comics that I buy. A little Red Sonja action. Those are all $1 a piece. Love the dollar bins. And what cracks me up is this one. The guy had about 40 copies of this in his dollar bins. Like, you know, in various bins. And I saw another guy who was selling this, probably about the same condition, bagged and boarded, for like $40. And I'm like, no. I'm not paying $15, $20, $25 for a romance comic. Those you get out of the dollar bin. Or the $2 bin. Because mostly they were $2 bins. Inflation, you understand. But Comic-Con was great fun. It's just utter chaos. And can't wait for next year's. Oh, and of course the most important thing of all, the cosplay gallery. I took quite a few pictures of attractive men in their spandex. So I actually have so many pictures that I might have to like split it up and maybe do like video game characters and comic book characters. Or I'll just do one giant massive gallery and make you page through 40 pictures. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And Rocksteady was also there, and he'll have his own New York Comic Con coverage coming this week. So definitely keep an eye out on the site, and you can read up on everything that happened and went down. And if you go over to our sister site, Pink Kryptonite, they'll probably have some comic book news, because, you know, we don't post comic book news, we post video game news. So, that's enough for this week. I'm exhausted. I gotta go. See you next week.